Hi everyone, it's Stephanie here again for Wednesday Story Time. Now today's story is in our Back to Nature program. Maybe you've seen the little creatures around your house or outside somewhere that today's story is about. It's small, it likes to eat nuts, and it has a big bushy tail. Can you guess what our story is about today? Today's story is called Sara Squirrel and the Lost Acorns by Julie Sykes and Catherine Walters. Our story is about a squirrel. Let's see how our story goes. Sara Squirrel and the Lost Acorns. On the edge of Teasel Wood, in a large tree, lived Sara Squirrel. Like most squirrels, she was always hungry. One day, when Sara visited her secret store for an acorn snack, she found it empty. "Oh dear, I don't remember eating everything," said Sara, peering into all the corners, just in case she'd missed something. "Well, I guess I'll have to go out and gather more acorns." Sara can't find any acorns left. Squirrels like to hide acorns. Did you know that? And other nuts. They hide them through the winter to stay so they don't have to go out hunting for them under the snow. But she's run out, so she's got to go and gather some more. Sara scampered down the tree trunk and along the forest path towards the oak trees deep in the woods. On the way, she met Mary Mouse. "Sara, I'm so glad to see you," she cried. "Are you going into the woods? The babies are keeping me so busy I haven't had time to find dinner. Would you bring me back a juicy berry?" Sara liked to help her friends, so she cheerfully agreed. Off she went, saying to herself, "A juicy berry and acorns for me, a juicy berry and acorns for me." There's Sara meeting her friend Mary Mouse with all the little baby mice. Sara hadn't gone much further when she heard another voice. "Who's there?" asked Morris Mole, poking his head out of his molehill. "It's me!" shouted Sara loudly, before she remembered that Morris was nearsighted and not deaf. He could hear okay. "If you're going into the woods, will you bring me back a crunchy leaf?" asked Morris politely. "They're so much better than the ones I find here." "All right, I will," said Sara. In a quieter voice, she hurried on, chanting, "A crunchy leaf, a juicy berry, and acorns for me." "Who's making that noise?" said Barney Badger gruffly as he climbed out of his burrow. "Oh, it's you, Sara. Are you going into the woods?" "Yes, I am," said Sara. "Can I get you anything?" "Well, since you ask, I'd like a mushroom, and make sure it's a tasty one." "A tasty mushroom," Sara repeated. "A crunchy leaf, a juicy berry, and acorns for me." Soon Sara reached the oak trees. "Lots of acorns," she thought happily, gathering them up. "Plenty for my store, and one for a snack." There she is looking up at the oak tree where all the acorns are hanging. They look pretty yummy when you're a squirrel. Next, Sara found a mushroom. "Tasty," she said, sampling a piece from its cap. She balanced the mushroom on top of the acorns and off she went. Look at this. She has to carry everything on her head. That's a pretty heavy load for a little squirrel. A little further on, Sara discovered a bright red berry and a crunchy leaf, and she put them on top of the mushroom. That is getting to be a great big load. Staggering along with her goodies, she didn't see the snail in her path. Uh-oh. Look how she's carrying everything. And she trips on the snail. What do you think's going to happen? I wonder. Down fell Sara with the acorns, the tasty mushroom, the crunchy leaf, and the juicy berry. Bother, she said, gathering everything up again. She was really hungry now, and she just couldn't wait to get home. Everything spilled all over the place, but she picked them up. Off she goes again. When she arrived, Mary Morris and Barney were waiting for her. "We thought you'd never come," barked Barney, eyeing the tasty mushroom. "Thank you, Sara," said Morris, thrilled with his crunchy leaf. "I'll share this with my babies," squeaked Mary, rushing away with the juicy berry. Her friends were pretty happy to get all their snacks. Suddenly, Sara remembered her own snack. "Where are my acorns?" she cried, looking around. They were nowhere to be seen. Poor Sara. She was so loaded down with food for everyone else, she'd lost her acorns. "We'll have to go back and get some more," she sighed. She can't find any of her acorns. She left them behind. As Sara set out for the oak trees for the second time that day, a cheery voice called her name. "Sara, since you're going out, could you bring me back a seed?" said Victoria Vole. Uh-oh, they're asking her to do more things for them. I wonder what Sara's going to say. What do you think? "Oh no, not again," Sara thought, and before Victoria could say anything else, she ran off, pretending not to hear them. "Poor Sara," said Victoria to herself. "I do believe she's going deaf." I think Sara heard them, but she didn't want to go get more juicy snacks for her friends. She just wanted to go get her acorns for herself. Off she goes into the woods. And that is the end of Sara Squirrel and the Lost Acorns. So next time you're out and wandering through where the woods are and the trees, look out for some squirrels and think about your story, Sara Squirrel and the Lost Acorns. Maybe those squirrels are looking for nuts to eat themselves too. Thanks for joining me for our story time today, and we'll see you next time for another story. Bye.